First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he returns this to the 22. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Love. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Brought down by Willie Gay. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Love. Right side complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go.
Love now to pass on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
17. 6. Back up.
To throw now. Here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
On the double.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action this time with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Love. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 77-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drill 52. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 44 of the year. It's a first down. Pierce now up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 9. Love from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Love looking to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go.
Play fake. Here's Love. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack. Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Black open. Black shot.
Love now. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will have a touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. A big play there for KC. 64 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long, so to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the 3rd quarter so we can coast home in the 4th. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On play action, Love to throw. Being chased out left. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're praying for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get the pass rusher second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. 30. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and tried to help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack on first down, Love. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Yellow. Blue. Check that. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
43.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Love. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. First down, Love to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
A 41-yard gain. And the first down on the Chiefs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure
he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hey, don't see you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Love. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Black shot.
To the air again, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Set, ready.
One last shot now for Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their